Every protagonist canon starter. Florian. Oh boy, we're ending with a simple one. Here we go. Let's recap. All throughout this series, we've seen various shifts of what starter Pokemon gets associated with each protagonist. From characters whose preferred starter changes over time, to having a long history with one in particular, to having girls with anime-defined preferences but not the boys, to both boy and girl having more or less the same preference, and finally, to basically being marketed early on with a preference in mind, even if all the above aren't exclusively known for only one starter. The latter case applies to Florian. It's this start with him facing Grusha. In hindsight, it's quite bold for Florian to face the 8th gym leader first, with his starter, Fuecoco. Since then, the only times Florian has shown with a starter other than Fuecoco are in the Pokemon Trainers Paldea series with Sprigatito, and this everybody art with Quaxley on his half of the image. Since the majority of the arts Florian's in are ones I already mentioned in Juliana's short, assume Florian has the Pokemon I didn't mention there. Next, the usual suspects in determining canon starters. The Adventures manga, the Kotobukiya figurine applicable, and Pokemon Masters EX. All three of these feature most, if not all, pro tags, and while not always consistent with each other, they usually are better than promotional art for providing other media, official or otherwise, with starter choices. If these three are consistent, then we got a canon starter. Which starter does Florian use for these three? Fuecoco, Fuecoco, Fuecoco. If there's some other factor like animated appearances, then these will be taken into account. This does not apply to Florian at this time, so we can conclude here. As the latest protagonist for this series, and as the Pokemon Company doesn't like promoting violence Paldea, Florian doesn't get a lot of representation, but all the important ones point to his canon starter being Fuecoco. This is the finale of this series. As Legend ZA is yet to be released at the time of the making of this short, it is too early to tell what their canon starters would be, especially considering the pre-release and box arts differ in choices. But for now, you have learned who is